I think the two hardest ones is oh, these letters you know. Yeah, they're gonna do something different. So Club America's losing to the Philly team. Club America are losing to the Philly team that we saw first. Yeah, 2-0 at halftime. What's up? I don't know. That that game had me hyped. So now I'm like, I want some of that. So maybe I'm the only one who feels that and they don't, but yeah. Yeah. That was extremely unimpressive from Dark Horse to be like, oh, we're up 3, we're just going to like sit in and hope. So that just means, what does that mean? That means you have to pass half. Like move forward. But I'm saying, what is the rule mean? Like, what do you have to do in the rule? See, that's what I read, but I don't know how you police that. And then someone was like, oh, it just means you can't stay in your own defensive half. You have to enter the offensive half within 8 seconds or... Well, because I think there's no way to police the other one, which is like... Welcome, everybody, to 2025 TST action. A big one here to start this evening's session as the Raleigh Rebels, coming off a 2-1 loss to Socceroof, face off against FC Roha Eagles from Switzerland, who lost their opening match 3-2 to quick goals. So two teams that were pipped in target score time. Get ready for game 2 as the Raleigh Rebels led onto the field by Chase Road and Cam Steele in this one, looking to turn things around. And this Roha Eagles team, anchored at the back by Andrea Hoja, his brother Dennis, on the bench to start this game. Admir Nazai as well, one of the key attackers for this team. As Roha return to TST for the second time, coming across the Atlantic, but this time with the proper reinforcements to try and make a dent in this tournament. They ran up against a talented quick goal team led by Sebastian Javinko up front. Were not able to get over the hump in target score time. And on the flip side, the Raleigh Rebels looking to do a little bit of damage this year. They have been in this competition twice now, and they look to go one step further as they got into the group. They got out of the group stage last year, and they want to do so again this year. Cam Steele, the player, GM of this team, trying to lead from the front, one of their leading scorers last year. They are ready to get kicked off in this one. For this Raleigh Rebels side, they are in their all-black kits going right to left on your screen. Roha Eagles in their all-white kits going left to right on your monitors. And we are ready to get kicked off here. The Roha Eagles shot out of a cannon to open up this game. And immediately they win it back. Big interception there. So we have a free kick in the run-up to the play. It was good defending there from Cam Steele, but got called for a little bit of the tug on the jersey. This Roha Eagles team coming last year to this tournament felt as they only brought 12 players for a 7v7 competition that allows you 20 players. Felt that they ran out of steam. This year they've got the full complement of 20, trying to make a difference. Here's the first opportunity and a big save to keep it level here for the Raleigh Rebels. Alex Henderson. A large presence in goal makes the first save. Mazai plays the corner kick short. Claims for handball, go unheeded, and now the Roha Eagles will do what they do best. They want to invite pressure high up the field and play through their opponents. So they are trying to bait the Raleigh Rebels higher up the field. Raleigh puts the pressure on, and you see the composure there. And now Roha steps into the attack. Yesin will play it all the way back to the goalkeeper, Hoja's feet. And you can hear Cam Steele speaking to his team, trying to urge them to have composure when they win it back. You can tell, though, in the opening minutes, this is going to be a game where Raleigh's going to have to match Roha's tempo. Blind back heel. Hoja now pushes it back out wide. As now Hoja looks to work the chess pieces around in front of him. He beats the first line of pressure. Mazai letting that one roll through on the dummy, but couldn't find a teammate. Now the Raleigh Rebels charging forward. Can they make Roha work here out of possession to tire them a little bit? And the tackle immediately. The foul will go against Kayun Shugalo. The Raleigh Rebels now, their first opportunity to put their foot on the ball. They're not going to be able to manage the whole game, so they got to step out and attack a little here. Good ball through the lines. First big opportunity, and Hoja equal to the task. It stays alive for the Raleigh Rebels, and a free kick coming on the edge of the box. A big chance here for Raleigh. William Ayang, the dangerous strike. It looked like the breakthrough. And now Raleigh here with a free kick in a good area. What can they do with it? It'll be Ayang who force that save to line it up. We get organized here behind the ball. Great start for the Raleigh Rebels. And the shot into the hands of Hoja. Forced into a couple big saves. Now he plays it long over the half-field line. The goalkeeper can play it anywhere they want off the ground as long as it's not a goal kick. Then they have to play it behind midfield. A little bit of pressure coming now. And Roha will reset their possession. So this Roha team, with the Eagles in their name, any of their players from Albanian heritage, of course. A large chunk of the Swiss national team, part of that Albanian heritage. So much of the sport in Switzerland is fueled through that. They've had national team head coaches, of course. The brilliance of Zerdin Shaqiri, part of that Albanian cohort, and this group, the Roha Eagles, putting that Eagles in there to represent that background. Raleigh Rebels going to play through the pressure. They've had the best look of the game so far. And another strike. And this one just wide, but the Raleigh Rebels growing in confidence here. Evan Pereira trying to break in. And the Roha Eagles every time playing short. The danger here, but now Roha breaks out, and this is a brutal call. The referee stops play. He will give a yellow card, but the Roha Eagles furious as they felt they had the advantage. They had sucked 3 defenders in. They want the advantage, and the yellow card, the first one shown. yellow card shown here for the Raleigh Rebels. And it's Michael Chapelier. And it was a high-pressure moment as Raleigh had funneled Roja's possession centrally. Any turnover there, and it's not just a chance on goal, it might be a tap-in. So the yellow card shown. You saw the frustration there from the Roha Eagles. Now the long ball up the field. And a big switch to Sinani. This one played around in the box. Strong defending. Big opportunity now, though. A save, but it's in the back of the net. It looked like another big save here for this Raleigh Rebels side in Alex Henderson. He made a big one to open the half, but this time not able to keep it out. And in the end, it's the opening goal of the game for Nedzad Plavsi. So the Raleigh Rebels, they had the first good look of this game. Now they trail. Still plenty of time left to play in this one. And Hoja goes up. He cannot win it. Raleigh is furious, and a second yellow card shown. And the frustration starting to grow for both these teams as Edmundo Robinson picks up that yellow card. So the second yellow card. And this is the last thing Roha Eagles want to see. Their captain and their leader from the back, Hoja, down holding his knee. We've seen how influential he is in their possession. His ability to play out of the back under pressure. He's already played two outside the foot. Feather balls past an on-rushing defender to spark things for this group. Long clearance away. And the Rebels now take advantage. A big chance here, and the strike just wide. The Raleigh Rebels, though, good work in transition to open up the chance. And that is what they're going to be looking to do here as this half wears along against the heavy pressure of this Roha team. Flooding forward now into the attack. A shot blocked. The long clearance, but a foot race now in the attack. Roha somehow gets possession. Nizai now breaking in. He slips it down the line, put across, and almost with the touch in the box. Koyangulu looking for the back heel at the top of the six. You don't often see that much space here at TST as coming in and scoring the second goal. Is this Roha Eagles side? Suad Ak with the strike. And just hit with venom at speed. Nothing Henderson could do. This Roha Eagles team frustrated with their loss earlier today. They still control their own destiny to get out of the group. Going to do a little bit cleaner here in this game, but the Raleigh Rebels, the beauty of TST is you always have an opportunity. Pinching forward here. The shot saved by Roha. Still alive on the rebound. The 1-2. It stays in play. And Ayang trying to link up with his teammates. But again, Roha standing up strong for this Roha Eagle squad. Maybe a little quick on the whistle there. Chapelier gets called for the foul.
Eagles right now are up 2-0.
We are past the midway point of this first half. 2 20-minute halves, 7v7 action. Running subs for these teams. This is the second game of the day here for these teams. They'll each come back for their final group stage game tomorrow evening. And then the knockouts will start on Friday with the championship game for $1 million. The men's and women's finals back-to-back on Monday here at WakeMed Soccer Park in Cary, North Carolina. Big chance here. Roha with another save. A monumental performance already for the goalkeeper for this Roha Eagle squad. Espita Gonzalez trying to help his team into this one. And another to add to the long list of Rebels who have been denied by this fantastic goalkeeping performance. Roha's brother now in the field, high in the attack. The long ball to the top of the box. The layoff to the other Roha. This team won a big-time cash 5v5 tournament in Germany just a few weeks ago. They normally play a little bit smaller in 5v5 games. Most of the indoor tournaments are 4v4. And so it took them some time last year to adjust to the larger size. And as I said, to find the requisite numbers, as this is a good post-up moment. But stumbling and not able to keep their feet is the Raleigh Rebels there. Sekic now breaks inside. His shot had eyes for the corner. Sekic knowing exactly where he wanted to put that one. And just an inch away from a third Roha Eagles goal. And another foot race. And the team in white quicker to it. Sekic trying to sneak that one in to the box to Nazai. Trying to catch this Rebel squad off guard. Reminder, this game will end in a goal, so the time will never run out on either of these teams for the Rebels. Trying to get back into this one. They know they have as much time as they can play through. Target score time always ends on a walk-off goal, as that one's just an inch too far on the far side. Colliding into the far post is the goal scorer, Ak, looking for his second of the game. Roha, clinical and ruthless in possession. For Raleigh now, they have to find the balance of pressing and trying to get themselves back into this game and opening themselves up as Club America behind us trailing to Philadelphia side 6-10. Start their comeback. We have seen some incredible target score times this evening. We saw a 3-0 lead here by Dark Horse evaporate into a 3-2 lead before they saw their opponents off. Pumas de Alabama, one of the favorites in this tournament, led 3-0 over Reggae Rovers. They conceded 3 times before winning 4-3 in the target score. Riding the tackle. And Roha able to stay in possession. Hoja looking to go long, but dumped into the middle of the field, and Raleigh Rebels able to win it back. They will choose to slow play a little bit here and reset things. Padilla leaves this one off. And Raleigh trying to find an opening now. A cross blocked immediately. Now down to the end line, flick back into the box. Cleared away. Out wide. Raleigh now. Can they find the gaps and the holes in this team? The shot off the volley. It was a good attempt, a good look. But Hoja once again equal to the task. A reminder that these two teams played already today, so the energy levels will be something to watch for as this game goes along. A huge collision, a clean tackle. It'll be a restart now. Chapelier looking to take it. And any restart off the sideline can become a set piece if you want it. Everything is a kick in. No limitations on what you can do. You just can't put it directly in the goal. So it becomes basically a restart or corner kick, whatever you want to call it, from anywhere. Chapelier wins it back, dancing along the end line. Has it knocked away. It will be a corner kick for his team. Chapelier to restart. Getting some runs in the box. Floats it to the far post. It falls down. Big opportunity. Hoja with the save, and he makes a second stop. Leading from the back here. He stonewalls Gonzalez not once but twice. He bails his team out once again, and somehow the Eagles still lead 2-0. And a free kick now given by Alejo Kalume, our referee, as we approach the final minute of this first half. 2-0 lead for Roha Eagles. Raleigh Rebels, though, have knocked on the door. Some big opportunities that Hoja has been equal to the task in goal. That one headed away. The goal scorer, Ak, clears it out. The second ball on the field, so we have to get it off, and now Raleigh can continue play. They're feeling confident here as this half wears along. Can they steal one and the momentum right before halftime? Headed down on the far post. Ak now wins it back. He's flying forward. Ak now trying to beat the last defender. Beautifully done, but pulls up with an injury. And the ball alive on the top of the 6, and Raleigh able to avoid the danger. Robinson there did everything he could. He went down, though, holding his hamstring. And the Eagles trying to play through it, and that's the final kick of the first half. 2 goals for the Roha Eagles. Plavsky and Ak. And right now, they sit on the shutout thanks to their goalkeeper, Hoja. They've got a 2-0 lead, looking for their first win of the 2025 TST.
the triangle with same-day and next-day appointments. Learn more at dukehealth.org. And don't worry, folks, the action doesn't stop when the match ends. Fenton, just minutes away, is your go-to spot for food, shopping, and post-game fun. Fenton's amazing restaurants and stores are just a short walk or quick drive away, and it's a perfect spot to celebrate a win or shake off a tough loss. We'll see you there. We'd also like to thank our community partners, Window Hero, the United States Marine Corps, for supporting TST and helping bring the event to life. Be sure to stop by their tables to learn more about what they do and connect with their teams. We're proud to have them as part of the TST community. Okay, fans, as we start the second half,
Yeah.
just a reminder, TST will be using target score time at the conclusion of today's game. At the end of the second half, a target score will be set by adding one.
We are re-kicked off here in TST action as the Roha Eagles lead 2-0 over the local side, Raleigh Rebels, but a big chance here right out of the whistle. Raleigh Rebels looking for their opening goal, the cutback, and it's knocked away. The first mistake of the game from the goalkeeper, Andrea Hoja, and he is lucky that the Raleigh Rebels were not able to take advantage. And you can see the Raleigh Rebels coming out of halftime with some confidence. Their opponent looks a little bit rattled. Anderson goes long. They played it directly to his center forward's feet. Roha Eagles able to confidently take advantage here. So fluid across the board in possession. The goal scorer and captain here, Plavki. His second TST. Big chance off the volley. Saved by Henderson. But it pops up to an FC Roha teammate. And Koyagulu has his first goal of the night. And it is 3-0 lead for the Swiss side. So it felt like the Raleigh Rebels came out of the halftime whistle with some confidence, but this is what the Roha Eagles did in the first half. They pounce the moment they see a gap, and now they lead 3-0 in this game. So can the Raleigh Rebels readjust again? They lost 2-1 in their opening game against Socceroof. Socceroof going to step on the field against Quick Goal on the field behind us in a moment. Right now, 6-10 are leading 3-2 in target score time, down to 5v5 play against Club America as the Mexican Giants are trying to stay from falling in their first two games of their inaugural TST. Good run in here, and it's flashed across the 6, and no one on the far side as it's just too far for Quintanillo. Good run off the bench there from Elijah Amo. This one's played long, but just a little bit too long, as Michael Colbert cannot get on the end of it. TST soccer under the lights here on day one of action. We still have not kicked off the women's group stage. That will start tomorrow as the U.S. women look to make it back-to-back championships to open up TST women's competition play behind former USWNT superstars Heather O'Reilly and this year Carly Lloyd. And it's going to be a foul here and potentially the first card of the game for a Roha Eagle, as we saw 2 yellow cards in the first half for this Raleigh Rebels team. But the first one here, it goes to Denis Hoja, the brother of the starting goalkeeper. As the energy coming off the fields around us, it is a festival of soccer. There is nothing else like it. 48 teams on the men's side this year. Kicking off action at 8 a.m. this morning. So we are over 12 hours into soccer here in Cary, North Carolina. The strike goes off the wall. Chapelier not able to find the opening. Physical tackles here. And now Ak, the second goal scorer, flying forward. His cross deflected, and Henderson had to get a big paw to that one. As 6-10 upset Club America on the field besides us. The amateurs from Philadelphia in their first ever day of TST play. They went toe-to-toe with Nani FC led by a European champion. The kids from Philly fell, but they were not knocked down, and they come back, and they upset Club America, and they show the heart that they're trying to represent from that 610 area code. A huge result for them. It throws that group into chaos, as have many of the results here this evening. Can the Raleigh Rebels continue to push things as well? This one into the end line. Ayang playing that post-up forward role for this team. Headed away. Space here for Nazaj. Nazai.
Roha Eagles in the white kits. They're up 3-0 on Raleigh Rebels.
I just saw his brother pick up that yellow card a few moments ago. Ak has been a really good addition to this group. Not here last year in this side, and another dangerous attacker to put into the squad. Hoja always composed under pressure. He goes long. Now Roha Eagles looking to reset their possession. The pressure coming. And the question for Raleigh, once again, like we talked about in the first half, becomes you have to try and force some turnovers and up the tempo of the game to get back into it, but you've also exposed yourself the more you press. Is there a goal here in the next few moments for this Raleigh team to start the comeback. Playing along the edge of the box, played in, still alive in the 6. And Roha just safely push this one out as we are approaching the midway point of this second half. Padilla lays it off for Quintanillo. Quintanillo's been dangerous in this one, and Ock now can't get on the end of that deflected ball. Trejo. Early cross to the far post. It falls for Raleigh. The volley's knocked down. A ton of power in that one from Gonzalez, but only able to hit it off the defender. Sozer in front of him. Sozer, part of the German national futsal team. Shows the conglomerate of talent here in this Roha squad. Most of the players coming from the indoor scene in Switzerland. But as I said, they went and won a couple big tournaments in Germany. Colbert not able to bring that one down. Raleigh's shown some good composure on the ball, but not able to find high leverage situations in the attack as often as they would like. Favia rotates it back. Now Padilla coming forward. Back to the feet of Favia. And Henderson will jog it forward. Split timing goal last year in this competition, and uncomfortable there in possession. He tosses it long. And that little bit of nudge, able to see it out of bounds for the Roha Eagles. So Soccer Roof and Quick Goal, the other two teams here in this group, getting ready to kick off on the field besides us. All these two teams can do is try and win their next two games and control their own destiny. So far, the Roha Eagles have done what they've wanted to. They came out with their hair on fire to open up the first half. They got two quick goals. They did the same here in the second half. It led to the third. And now trying to manage their energy levels here as we head through this second half. Favia can't bring it down cleanly. The sideline. Raleigh look comfortable in possession. Still looking for that first goal. And that one too easy for a goalkeeper of Andrea Hoja's caliber. But Elijah Amo has been a bright spot in this game for this Raleigh squad. Big switch to no one. We're starting to see some of the chinks in the armor for this Roha team as this game wears along. If Raleigh can keep themselves in it, you have to think some chances will start to come. Maybe the pressure starts to mount on this Roha Eagles team. Chapier continuing to poke in prod. Henderson rolls it out quickly. Roja up the line, chest down. Henderson blasts that one long. Consistently under pressure here when he's on the ball.
After dark. Current score is
and a A rotation here for these two squads.
Eagles in the white kits are winning right now over the Raleigh Rebels in the black and red kits. We're in the second half.
And we look how wide Roha gets out of goal. So confident in his team's possession. That's one of the advantages for this Roha team as they approach stoppage time. Chapier continues to orientate this attack. Steele now, the 1v1. His cross blocked, second bite at it for the Rebels. Steele, good creative footwork to get out of trouble there. Raleigh keeps possession, it's recycled all the way back from Jensen. Henderson now to the feet of Chapier. Good turn. Dangerous ball, feathered through the middle, and not able to keep his feet there. The Raleigh Rebels attacker and Ismani Cohen.
Rebels are pressing. A little over 5 minutes remaining in this second half.
We see a number of teams coming back to this tournament with new squads this year. A number of teams doing a little bit of recruiting as Plavci gets called for the arm back behind him. But we've seen some of the players from last year's competition picked off by some of the favorites this year. Concafa bringing in Chad Porch, who scored the winner for Lombonera last year. And then Lamb from Say Word, the leading scorer for that team the last 2 years. Recruited by Nani for his squad this year. A few of the Newtown players who were part of the original championship winning team 2 years ago, they've been recruited across a number of different teams, including the star center back Ruggles, joining up with Tony Miola's Concafa side this year. As Roha win it back. Denise Roha flying forward. A pair of brothers looking to make a difference, and Andrea has done so in goal. Denise there looked like he had the layoff for Ock for the goal. The worrying sign there for Roha is Admir Nazai down on the ground at midfield, subbed off quickly. Nazai, one of the players that's been recruited, he was on the Manhattan Kickers last year, Albanian American, and so brought in by this Albanian core to play this year as Manhattan Kickers didn't return a team. He was their most dangerous attacker, and he has been a huge added bonus so far in day one. Roha up to Ack. Maybe a little lucky there that Favia wasn't closing a little bit quicker, as the foul will be called against the Raleigh Rebels. And a chance to restart play here. We are into the dying moments of the second half. Ball brought down, Favia on the end line. Beautiful flick there. Roha blocks the cross, the shot played in, and it's banged off a defender. The Raleigh Rebels have pushed and pushed here in this one. The game will never run out on you at TST. We are headed towards target score time where there will be a walk-off no matter what. The Raleigh Rebels would love to bring this lead down and make life a little bit easier for them in a potential comeback. They've settled into this one as the game's worn along. They've gotten more and more dangerous. They've defended better and better. Can they find a little reward for it and take the momentum into target score time? And another yellow card comes out, the fourth of the game, the third to a Raleigh Rebel player. And this time it's Gabrielle Privitera who picks it up.
Yellow card on Raleigh Rebels, number 15, Gabrielle Privitera.
Roha up the middle of the field. Raleigh able to win it back. A chance to threaten here. Amo flying forward. Amo with the shot, and it's the opening goal for the Rebels. The Raleigh Rebels playing in their home city. Not going to go quietly into the night. They make it 3-1 as we head towards target score time. And can that throw the pressure on the Roha Eagles' shoulders? As I said, second game of the day. Could they maintain the energy? Ock closed down. He somehow gets away. He somehow gets the Meg. And finally, Jensen comes over and cleans it up. These two teams flowing now here as we come towards the close of the half. And that will be it. Target score will be set at 4. One more for the Roha Eagles. But the Raleigh Rebels have made it a little more manageable as we are into target score time here at TST.
Raleigh Rebels needs 3. And don't forget, a team from each team will be removed at the end of every 3 minutes.
We are kicked off in target score time here. The Raleigh Rebels pulling back a goal to make it 3-1. It's set at 4. Next goal wins for the Roha Eagles.
If you are cheering for the FC Roha Eagles, they need 1 goal. Raleigh Rebel, they need 3.
And the first big chance of target score time. This Raleigh Rebels side reinvigorated in that second half. They're creating chances. They're defending higher and more intense. Colbert out wide, early strike, and Henderson had to be equal to the task. Henderson has shown up huge with some close range saves. So any goal for the Roha Eagles means that they will take their first win of the tournament. Well-worked play. It's knocked down in the box. Plavke, the captain, trying to find some space. Now it's Sekic. Second defender coming to close him down. Saved there, it looked like by Apare, but instead the referee blows the whistle and it'll be a restart. Played back up the line. Yassin now. He's got a couple targets in the box. Chooses to go back to the goalkeeper, Hoja. Colbert trying to post up his player. Colbert gets called for the foul against Jensen. Like a fair, a little bit of frustration. It just felt like physicality both ways. The referee choosing to blow the whistle. It seems like maybe the refereeing hadn't been legally done. And so a yellow card is attributed to the player who came on illegally, which means they did not wait for their substitution. And for the Raleigh Rebels, very silly there in that they had the free kick. They could take as much time as they wanted to make the substitution. Reminder, every 3 minutes of play, we will take a player off the field until someone hits that fourth goal. So we are now at 7v7. We'll come down to 6v6, 5v5, and so on until we reach either a fourth goal or we get all the way to 2v2, and we'll play from there. And you can see Hoja telling the referee it's been 3 minutes. I think this Roha Eagles team wants the players taken off the field. I think they want the space to operate. Very rarely will you see a player indicate to the ref that it's time to pull guys off the field. On Andrea Hoja does so there, and now we are down to 6v6 action. So the Raleigh Rebels, the goal in the dying moments of the second half, making things a little bit more reasonable. Gonzalez there frustrated with the call. There's a ton of physicality both ways, a lot of jersey grabbing when these two teams look to go player to player. And so you end up, I think right now, in a number of 50-50s, call it if you want to, for the referee. A little bit of fighting off the ball. Plevke says there was a stamp on him, and the frustration's starting to boil over. There is a lot on the line. A chance at the end of the road at $1 million for the winning teams. For many of these players, a chance at the highest level of glory they've ever been able to find in the sport. And for many, just a last chance to put on the jersey and play with their former teammates or their friends. Our referee trying to clean things up here. Has not slowed the tenacity between these teams as we are now finally ready to get restarted. Good turn there. Gonzalez able to sweep it away, but only out for the corner kick. So the restart coming. Midway through this second 3-minute phase. So if we do not have that fourth goal, we will go down to 5v5. Both these teams lost dramatically in target score time to start the day. Both were equal in target score and lost to a walk-off winner. For Roha Eagles, they came in trailing 2-1 against Quick Goal. They equalized to make it 2-2, but not able to find the winner. For the Raleigh Rebels, they were tied at 1-1 against Soccer Roof and ended up falling 2-1. Aija trying to come off the bench in that rotation for the Roha Eagles with a little bit of energy. Aija still battling there. Flavia able to keep the ball and lace it off for Henderson. Amo had the goal late in that second half. He's been a bright spot in the attack for this Raleigh Rebel team. Flavia can't beat the first defender. This one across to Amo. Turned over here in a dangerous area. The Roha Eagles off in the attack. The captain, Plofsky, and his shot saved by Henderson. What a back heel to open up the attack. Muhammad Sozer, the German futsal international, read the play perfectly. He drew in both defenders. His back heel leading to the chance. Plofsky probably thought that was the chance for him to finish it. And without the goal, we now move into 5v5 competition. And it should be a corner kick at the end of this one, as that was a big save from Henderson to keep his team in it. Reminder, any goal for the Roha Eagles, and they walk away with 3 points, their first 3 points of the competition. The Raleigh Rebels, they need 3 unanswered. They've looked capable of it in this second half. The Roha Eagles, they look to go long. All the way back to Hoja. Cam Steele had an eye on trying to run that one down. He lets it go in the end. We are on the back end of the second game of a doubleheader day for these teams. Hoja pressured. He pops it up. Steele comes all the way across the field. Sozer, though, gets the ball under control for the Roha Eagles. Aknow already sitting on a goal. He gets it up to Sozer. Sozer across. Haija's shot through the legs and in. The Roha Eagles, a 4-1 win. Haris Haiseni with the winning goal. The first time shot across the box through the legs of the defender. And the Golden Fleece winner by Adidas will be Haiseni. He will take home the 3 points. He'll take home the Golden Fleece. And the Roha Eagles returning to TST. And they are here on a business trip with eyes on the $1 million prize in Cary, North Carolina. And they have put their first step forward with 3 points here tonight against the Raleigh Rebels. So a fantastic fight between these two teams. A battle to the end. For now, this FC Roha Eagles moves into second place, tied on points with Quick Goal, but only until that